Hi there, Izzy from digitalgoja.com showrooms. And today we're going to take a look at the Altura Photo Rapid Fire Battery Pack for your Nikon flashes. This will work on the more popular SB-910, SB-900, SB-800, many different flashes that have the Nikon port, like this one in front. We're going to take a look at what questions are being asked and how this best works for you. Remember, if this video is helpful to you, remember to hit me with a like button underneath and subscribe to our channel for future sessions and tutorials. And also, any questions or comments that you have, don't forget to place them underneath in the comment section. Now, let's take a closer look at how this accessory is going to improve your flash photography life. Well, the Altura Photo Rapid Fire Battery Pack for my Nikon strobes make my recycle time faster? Actually, absolutely. Since now we're working with 8 batteries inside the battery pack, this is actually going to cut down our recycle time to about a third. So let's use an example here. Let's plug this into our SB-910, power it on, turn on my camera, and on TTL, let me set this to continuous shooting here. On TTL, I can shoot very rapidly. And this is on TTL. Of course, you can control your flash output and change it to the designated amount that you choose to, or you can actually set it to manual. But basically, this is going to cut down your recycle time to about a third of what you were used to when you were just working with the 4 AA batteries in your strobe. Does my Altura Photo Rapid Fire External Battery Pack cut down on overheating on my Nikon strobes? Well, absolutely. Remember, for a while there, we had some issues with some of the Nikon strobes that are on the market, the SB-800, SB-910s, that they were overheating. Well, this is because just the 4 batteries in here, especially in continuous shooting like this is going to guarantee that you overheat your strobe. But because we are now working with an external power supply, this can now shoot continuously without having the issue of having that little warning that pops up in the back over here. And some of us have seen that many times, which is the thermal warning. That's not going to occur when we're working with the Altura Photo Rapid Fire External Battery Pack. Plus, it also guarantees that you have way more shooting capability than you're used to with just 4 AA batteries. What kind of battery should I use for my Altura Photo Rapid Fire Battery Pack for Nikon strobes? Well, it uses 8 batteries, first of all. Notice how easy it is to open up and take a look at the inside, and you're going to see that it shows the nomenclature of how to set up your polarity. So you have to follow that to a T, very important. That way you're going to get the unit to work. Digital Goja already gives you some high power GP Ultra alkaline batteries. The reason they do that is they want to make sure that you get the product working right off the bat. A lot of us sometimes end up buying AA batteries in supermarket environments or dollar stores or drug stores. You got to take a look and look for the highest quality AA's, because remember, this is going to take a big amount of juice because we're trying to power a high power strobe. Notice how these are being placed in here according to the nomenclature, and that way they all fit perfectly. Now, you're getting these supplied with, and I recommend continuing to use high power alkalines if you're not into charging. I myself prefer working with high power nickel metal hydrides. These are some of the ones that I've been using for a long time, the end loops. Again, highly recommended to work with good quality batteries because you want this unit to last you for a good long time, especially if you're going to be out on a shoot and you're going to be shooting for a long period of time. You want to make sure you work with the best batteries in here. Also, you can work with some of those lithium AA disposables that are on the market also. But always remember, you have to make sure you work with high quality alkalines or high quality nickel metal hydride or lithium. Stay away from the economical dollar store batteries, because they're just not going to cut it for you for this external battery pack system. Why do the cables disconnect on the Altura Photo rapid fire battery pack for Nikon? Well, this is actually an upgrade that I've noticed, because guess what? There's another model out there, actually multiple models out there, where this cable is always constant. And I've had the issue of these guys, after extraneous usage or long time of use, eventually these guys start to fray. Well, guess what? If it's one permanently attached cable, you have to buy another unit. Well, here, the best part is, if this part gets frayed, you can actually purchase this part separately. So to me, it is actually an upgrade that Altura Photo thought about. And I actually think that this is a plus in being able to swap this out later when eventually it will fray. It happens, it's happened to all of us with these cable cords. After years of use, eventually this actually does fray, or if something happens and you pull the unit apart inadvertently. So guess what? That's an added feature, so that if you run into a problem with your cable, you can just purchase another one. Is the Altura Photo rapid fire external battery pack for Nikon weather sealed? No, it is not. That's one of the features that they thought not to use, and I understand. There's some of us that will never have a situation where we're going to be in a harsh environment, especially with our expensive strobe and camera, and be shooting so that this will actually short out. So honestly, there are other alternatives out there that have that if you are one of those photographers that has to be in a harsh weather environment. Honestly, myself, whenever I'm shooting outdoors, I'm going to put everything in a rain cover, including my battery pack. But there are other alternatives out there. It's just that Altura Photo chose not to make this guy weather sealed, because that way they can give you a much more economical price point when it comes to being able to have an external battery pack. Can I attach the Altura Photo rapid fire external battery pack for Nikon onto my camera? Yes, they gave you a very nice connection right here. They even gave you a nice grippy surface to make sure that you have a proper and safe connection onto your tripod connector. Plus, the beauty of it is, if you work with a battery grip like I do, this gives you the added benefit of actually being able to connect it to the bottom of your battery grip. Notice how I'm going to turn this. This is just like attaching it to a tripod. And there we go. Again, you don't have to over tighten this, but just tight enough so you don't have any mishaps. And now I have the battery pack always with me when I'm shooting with my Nikon D3300 and my external grip. This makes life so much simpler. Now, they gave you a really nice case, but the important thing is this side strap right here. The proper use of this is to make sure that when you put the cable through it, you don't run the issue of having the cable separate, especially if you're in the middle of a shoot. So what you want to do is, notice how I'm wrapping it around here. And now, even if I tug on this, this is not going to come loose because it's actually holding it in place. I've had that issue happen with other models that are on the market, because now when you plug this into your strobe, and for example I have an SB-9 here, which is very popular for this. Notice the plug in front, plug it right in, and now I can be tugging on this, because you could wear this on your waist, you can separate it, you can put it on a light stand, and this portion is never going to come off, because face it, we're in the middle of a shoot and we're busy shooting. We're not paying attention of whether the cable is connected or not, and all of a sudden you notice that your strobes are not going off. So this is the best way to connect this, to make sure that this guy does not disconnect. How easy is it to attach my Altura Photo rapid fire external battery pack for Nikon onto a light stand? Very simple. Notice in the front you have this section with Velcro that opens up. Let me show you how simple this attaches to your favorite light stand. So we have our SB-910 on our favorite light stand. Open this up and wrap it around your light stand. Feed it through the loop here. This is going to give you a nice and secure connection. And now pull it through and notice how it attaches back onto the Velcro here. So now notice how we have it attached to our light stand with our SB-910. Very nice feature. Why does the Altura Photo come with this coiled cable? Well, very important. This is a perfect example. Now I have it on my favorite light stand. I'm going to extend this. Usually I don't try to use it as a backlight, especially my SB-910. This is going to be my main light source. So I need to be able to extend this further up. Notice what happens. We're getting there. This guy extends up to past 7 feet. So I need the coil to allow me to extend my connection higher and higher up. Now, the way Altura Photo made it was, it is short, but it has a nice coil system, so it allows you to extend it further. Some other manufacturers out there made this considerably longer. And then what happens? You have a problem of this having to wrap around excessively, and there's where you have sometimes the issue where these guys get disconnected or frayed. So this is a very nice feature. Notice how I can go ahead and extend this guy all the way up. I'm 6 feet and this is still going. I can keep going up higher and higher, and again, the coiled cable is going to allow you to do so. So again, another added benefit to the Altura Photo rapid fire external battery pack. How do I attach my Altura Photo rapid fire external battery pack for Nikon strobes onto a strap? Well, they made it really simple. They gave you this nice Velcro connection back here. Notice this comes open. You can pull it apart. And now, if I have my favorite strap with me, feed it through, and voila, there it is. It's now attached to it permanently, so I can have it with me at all times. So guess what? This is the easiest way to carry it with you if you are on the go with your camera and you need it on a strap. It's attached to you there, and it's not something that's going to come loose or get lost. And notice how stylish this looks. I'm ready to go. How do I take this along if I have no more room inside my camera bag? Well, this happens a lot. Nowadays we walk around with smaller bags. So I have my favorite bag here with my Nikon D3300 and my SB-910 strobe. So I pretty much have this filled. I have no more capacity to take anything else along. But the beauty of it is that Altura gave you this nice handy Velcro strap on the back, which of course you can use on your belt loop or on your favorite camera strap. But what I prefer to do is, and this is a nice way to store it and to use it permanently, is I can attach it to the back of my bag, which has a waist area for your belt. I rarely do that. I prefer taking it either in the hand or with the bag strap that it's supplied with. Now I can attach it permanently back here. So that means that it's a perfect way to carry it with me, and I can leave it here when I set together my camera and my strobe.